going to stay outside. Snowing like crazy. Can't really do anything. And I've been really wanting to can something. But I kind of have a rule. I don't can it unless I plan to use it. So I don't just can for canning's sake, right? Well, I decided, I know something I could literally use all the time. Veggie stock. So, never made it before. We're gonna go on this adventure together. How's that sound? Okay, so veggie stock. I honestly don't know much about it, but I do know that you can pretty much just use any kitchen scraps you got, right? So what we're gonna do is for the last week or so, I've been freezing and saving veggie scraps. So these are all gonna go in here. I've literally got all sorts of things. Carrots, pieces of celery. I've got broccoli ends, all sorts of stuff. And then I'm getting ready to make frittata that we always eat for breakfast. So I cut up all those vegetables and then the rest over. And then I found out that my onions were starting to go bad. So these are going in there too. Yeah, I've got another broccoli end. Onions. I've got bell peppers that were starting to go bad. And then I've got 2 more bell peppers I need to cut up. So I'm going to do that and then we'll get those in the pot too. So all the vegetables are in there, and now we're gonna put around 10 quarts, I think, of water in here. That was 3, so we're gonna keep going. That's 10, but I still got room, so we're gonna add more. Alright, that's 15 quarts of water. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, seasonings. We are going to add, if I can find my bay, I'm gonna add bay leaves because everybody says put bay leaves in it, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add bay leaves. I mean, basically what I did was I looked at about 12 different recipes, figured out all the things that I really liked about them, and then that's what we did. So, is this a tested recipe? No. Are the pearl clutchers probably gonna come after me? More likely than not. That was salt, by the way. Peppercorns. And then, finally, garlic. Because if you're not adding garlic to a recipe, are you even doing things right? Alright, so we are going to bring this thing to a boil, and then we're going to cook the hell out of it. I don't know how long we're going to cook it for. At least 10 hours. I don't know. We'll check back in like 2-hour intervals and let you know how it's going. See you then. Alright, so you see it's 12:20. It's been about an hour and a half or so. This is where we're at. We definitely have some coloration of the water, which is what we want. Smells fabulous. And then the fact that, you know, it's snowing today, this is going to help with not having any issues with static electricity, so that's awesome too. Okay, it is 2:45. This is where we're at. It's definitely come down a lot thicker. Colors are darker. I think we're getting there. Maybe another hour or 2 at the most. Okay, it's about 4 o'clock and this is cooked down by about 1/3, which is kind of where I wanted it. And this is the part where I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna work, so we're gonna learn together. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to pull out as much of these solids as I can and put them in here to let them drain. And then I will show you what I'm going to do to get the little pieces out. So we're going to start here. So I like this ladle because it's got that, so you can kind of strain off some of the liquid, because bowls we want to keep as much liquid as possible. The really cool part is, if I wouldn't have done this, all the kitchen scratchers would go in the compost bin, but they still go in the compost bin. But they've given kind of a double use, which is kind of cool. I wish we had television, because it smells amazing. The whole house smells fabulous right now. Okay, I've gotten most of the big stuff out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up move over to my sink and attempt to get the rest of the stuff out via cheesecloth. Okay, so I rigged up this. Basically, I took 2 cheesecloths, put it on my biggest bowl I've got, tied it on so it wouldn't fall. And then what I'm gonna hopefully do is just put this into here. It'll catch all the small stuff, and then we'll be able to start jarring. That's the plan, at least. I don't know how this is gonna work. I don't even know if all this is gonna fit in here, so. I got 2 layers of cheesecloth. That's what I was worried about. I was running out of room, and I was. So, I'll be back. Okay, so, not a complete mess. I put it back, drained some off, got some of the gunk gone. It's very full now, so now I've got to get this off. Like I said, this is all an experiment. We're learning. We're learning together. This is very full. So, and very hot. Luckily, I have basically no feeling in my hands. These. Okay. Set that in there for a moment. Got a little drain off on this. There we go. I don't remember how many quarts this bucket is. So. But anyway, this is what we're going to put in jars. So I'm going to reset you guys so you can see kind of this process. But my water is insanely hot. So hot thing, hot jars basically. I'm going to do as many quarts as I can and a few pints. And then we're going to pressure can these guys. So here we go. Canning land. Basically, simple as this. Jar, stuff, here, lid, ring, done. Go. Funnel. Okay. Got the jet base. This. Lid. Okay. Okay, so I've got 6 of my smallmouths. I went downstairs to see what I had. I had any more smallmouths. So I decided I wanted to do all quarts instead of any pints. So the smallmouths that I had, I don't really trust them to pressure can with. So we're switching to largemouth. As you do. And I'm hoping I get this one filled. If I fill it, I'm going to pressure can it. If I don't fill it, it's just going to go in the fridge. Nope. We're just going to fridge that guy. We're gonna freeze it. So I've got 7 quarts. Not bad. Basically, 7 plus a little bit. So yeah, we lost about half, which was what everything I read said we were supposed to lose. So that worked out. And now I'm gonna clean all this up and we're gonna get ready to pressure can. See you then. Okay, so I've got my smaller of my 2 pressure canners out. This one holds 7 quarts, which I have in there with 3 quarts of water. So basically the water comes up about halfway up the jars. So we're gonna put the lid on this guy and get it going. Okay, so I've got the lid on. Weight gauge is off. Turn on your burner to high because you want to get this thing up to temperature. You're waiting until you see a steady stream of steam coming out of your vent hole here. Once you start seeing that, you're going to wait 10 minutes and then you're going to put your weight on. Let it come to pressure. Where I live, that's 11 psi. Once it hits 11, that's when your processing time starts. 25 minutes is our processing time. Once it hits that, we're going to turn off the heat, let this thing come back down, and that's it. So here you go. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna shove this guy on there. We are officially under pressure. That's gonna pop in a minute, and then we're gonna get up to 11 pounds of pressure. What's happening right now is the last little bit of air is getting pushed out, and then that will pop, and then we'll actually start building pressure. But it does take a minute. This is the scary part. Okay, so now we are officially under pressure. That has popped. So this is the point where you cannot take your eye off your canner. So for the next 45 minutes or so, until I turn this off, I will not be leaving the kitchen. We'll check in when this thing has reached pressure. Okay, there it goes. We are at 11 pounds of pressure, 11 psi. So we are going to officially hang out here for 25 minutes, and then it'll be done. All right. So yeah, it's been 25 minutes. So we literally just turn off and just let it come back down. Simple as that. And this can take anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour. Just depends on how that thing wants to cooperate. All right, so it is down finally. Didn't take forever, but took a while. First thing you want to do, you're going to take your weight off. Put that somewhere. Now, be very careful when you open this. The steam that's going to come out of here is very hot. So, unlock and away from you. So I'm going to tip it up this way, let the steam out, and then take the lid off. And you look like no explosions, everything's sealed. Well, everything is still in its container. Take them out very carefully. And you probably can't hear it, but there's a lot of whistling happening because all of the jars are in the process of actually sealing now. And when you pressure can, they seal a lot faster than when you water bath. So, there you have it. This is vegetable stock. I would say it's a success. Alright guys, here they are. It's a better angle so you guys can see them a little bit better. I've already had one pop. It looks like they're probably all going to pop pretty quick. I'm hearing a lot of singing from them, which is a good sign. But yeah, so I would say this is a success. As usual, don't forget to comment what you guys think of this. Like the video, and then if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And I will catch you on the next one. Have a good one, guys.